Hello Aries, welcome to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the second week of July 2019. Thank you so much for your continued support. And here we go. We're going to start with During Virtue Daily Guidance Oracle card. One more shuffle. And here we go, Aries. Extra card. Notice the signs. And at the bottom of the deck, we have time to go. Okay? The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. It's time to let go of something, Aries. It's time to enjoy that sunset. Say thank you, give thanks to the lesson or to the experience, and that and let go and wait for that sun to rise again. But the card that actually came out for you was notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. So if there are some of you, Aries, that have been feeling a little bit lost, not feeling the love entirely, just know that Spirit has been with you all along, and they've been sending you signs, okay? So you know that you're never alone and that you're deeply loved. Oh, here we go. Before we could even start, the Chariot. Yes, time to go. And the first card that we pulled out was the Chariot. It's time to go. It's time to travel. It's time to be on the move here, Aries, okay? For some of you, it's not about putting an end to a situation. It's basically just travel here. And this, I'm sorry, this card flew to the floor. And this is the Nine of Pentacles, okay? And yes, some of you, it's not just traveling. Some of you, it's a departure from a situation, departure from a certain place. It's time to go, maybe moving locations, okay? And let's be clear here. The card that came out, the angel guidance card that came out, is noting the signs. Spirit will give you signs as to which area of your life that departure needs to take place, that ending, that sunset, that sun needs to set at, like, you know, that sunset needs to happen, if you know what I will. I'm trying not to say the word ending, because it's not so much like I feel like it's an ending. It's really kind of like a phase, just like they say, like we are with you through each phase and cycle. There's a thing phasing out here with a person or with a place. There's a cycle that's phasing out here. And oh, there we go. She really wants to come out. The Nine of Swords. And I'm going to take one more for you, Aries, for whatever reason. I feel like I need to take one more for you, Aries. No? Okay. It's a no. But anyways, at the bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. Probably this whole shuffle had to do with that Five of Pentacles need to come out. So, yeah, some of you are feeling, this is what you're facing right now. You're feeling lost and abandoned. You are feeling alone. And that's why in the angel card, it says, we are sending you signs upon your path, sending signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone, because that's how a lot of you are feeling right now. A lot of us Aries are feeling right now. I mean, Aries too, triple Aries for that matter. So feeling sad and alone, okay, and not feeling the love at all, feeling quiet, unloved, and abandoned. That's a Five of Pentacles. It's a card of lack, materially, lack of material, but it's especially in this Five of Pentacles. When I look at it, especially in this one, look at the environment here. I always notice the environment, not so much the individual, because it seems like all the people on this card are in the same boat. There's no church with beautiful light and beautiful decor, architecture, and light inside to escape to. That there's no possible escape here. The environment itself is cold. The environment itself makes you feel, gives you the sense of poverty, gives you a sense of lack, give you a sense of, it's just, there's nothing comfortable here, okay? There's nowhere to turn here. Everyone is in the same boat, the same miserly boat. That's the sense you get when I look at this card. So when I said earlier, when I say I don't feel like it's so much an ending, yes, some of you may have to change actual location. It's a departure. Travel is required here. Yes, some of you may, Aries, you may need to move house, to move city. Okay, perhaps the state, the location where you are is not working out for you. Look, I just glanced down underneath that Five of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, what do we have? Is the Tower. Okay, underneath that Tower, what do we have? Is the Five of Cups. There's a story here, Aries. It's a story here of something needs to change. Tower, change, movement. Okay, yes, sometimes it's breaking the foundation, but here it's not the foundation. It's literally the eye of the divine, the all-watching eye, basically striking this building, setting fire in places where it needs to be destroyed, what's no longer working. And on top of it was the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is the card of emotional disappointment, of sadness, feeling deep sense of sadness or bereavement, like a loss that you feel emotionally very deep in your heart. Okay, there's something that happened that's making you feel like this, Aries, because right here we have two fives, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Tower, all displaying at the bottom of the deck for you, in all telling the same story. You feeling alone, you feeling abandoned, you feeling a sense of lack, financially, emotionally. Okay, and yes, it's time to go. See the beauty within each sunset in your life. There is a beauty in that departure here. You are galloping full fist ahead, and I believe that you're gonna go, because that's the first tarot card we pulled out here, is a Chariot. Travel is necessary, moving is necessary. In that environment, just merely, there's no escape. There's a sense of like you have to leave this whole place, because it's just cold everywhere you go. Look at the fog. Everyone look miserly, like the buildings are like falling apart, right? There's no place to go here. You have to go. Okay, your liberation, your escape is necessary for you to come to whatever abundance that you're really looking for in that Nine of Pentacles. Because once you move, when that departure happens, once that travel happens, this is what you get to do. You get to see pretty, Aries. Nine of Pentacles, enjoying the fruit of your labor. That's a stark difference between that Five of Pentacles to that Nine of Pentacles. I keep saying Pentacles, but y'all understand the accent, right? Pentacles. I will have to say it like this every single time to say it properly. Pentacles. That Five of Disc. So there's a stark difference here, from a sense of lack to sitting pretty in your garden, enjoying the fruit of your labor. Okay, so this is what we're aiming for, and this is what you can get. And Spirit is saying not just only you need to let go of those things, of the certain faces, of the certain places, perhaps people in your life that are not doing it, that are not going to allow that abundance to flourish, to materialize for you. But perhaps even the place, you have to go. And notice the signs. They're going to give you signs to let you know. The signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. Those little thoughts, those little nudges, right? Those little like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to move. Signs. You need to go. Those little feathers, those like seeing you dreaming about different houses or house hunting, I don't know, talking to a friend of yours, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, you won't believe it, this house next door is all of a sudden coming up for sale. Someone perhaps who lives far away, and you start envisioning yourself, I could see myself living in Hawaii, I could see myself living, close to the ocean, wherever that may be for you. Whatever it is, that's your wish. It's time to go. And once you make that move, when that travel happens, look at this. You're gonna come to a full self. Oh my gosh, the ringing in my ear, left ear ringing. Signs, Aries, signs. That's a sign for me, perhaps. Okay, to listen to my angels, because that's I'm in Aries as well. The ringing was real just now. Okay, so what we have here is the Nine of Swords, and yes, some of you is gonna feel full anxiety about it. Some of you are gonna have sleepless nights about sleepless night about it. Some of you, that's a card of anxiety, overthinking everything. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna just get up, back up, and go? What about the people? Blah blah. What about my job? Blah blah blah. And here, Spirit is telling you, not alone. We are with you. We're gonna guide you. We're gonna send you signs to the best path forward. Notice the signs. Pay attention to the signs. Don't let yourself be overcome with anxiety, okay? I'm going to pull the starts. Don't overthink anything. Once you make that decision to go, go. And by the way, this is 2 nights. You're coming to the end of that cycle here. That cycle is almost over for you. A feeling a sense of lack and abandonment. Some clarification on the Knight of Swords, Spirit, for Aries. Okay, look at this. 10 of Pentacles, what I say. Now you have the 9 of the 10. And for a lot of you Aries, this might be a job, okay? We have a lot of Pentacles card here. It might be a matter of career and job here that you need to let go of. Something that you've been doing that has not been bringing you the abundance that you desire, that's still making you feel poor, putting you in the poorhouse, and you may need to go. You may need to let go of that, and in letting go of that, and just don't worry about it. Just once you make that decision, go in full faith that Spirit has your back. There's no need for you to be anxious, to be having sleepless nights, because what you have to gain here once you make that decision is a lot of abundance and rewards, okay? Want to set forth to travel. And some of you, it may be the career, the new position you have to that's gonna start for you. That sunrise is gonna have to do with something that deals with travel, okay? Some of you may be working for have to work for the airlines, right? Some of you may take a job as a bus driver, I don't know. Maybe start doing Uber on the weekend. You may quit that corporate job so you can start doing Uber. Look at this, Knight of Pentacles, more grounded energy. And we have 2 that fell on the floor. I'm gonna take them, and that's it. Oh my gosh, look at the bottom of the deck, the Magician. You're manifesting this. You can do this. This Spirit saying you can do this. This is within your control, okay? Knight of Pentacles is a grounded offer, okay? That new beginning you're gonna create for yourself, this new place of abundance you're finding yourself into, it's very grounded. Don't doubt it, okay? It's not going to be taken away from you, because I feel like that's why you're doubting. And here we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, and we have the 8 of Swords upright. I don't know how they fell on the floor. I just picked them up, but when I feel them, they were up like this. So I'm gonna read them like this. So having the 8 of Cups is the card of, okay, I know that I have 8 cups. Very nice. Thank you very much. I can see them, but that's not it yet. That's not what I want. I want my ultimate wish fulfillment. I want happiness. I don't want to just be content. I want happiness, and this is willing to go. This is willing to move, to go on this, like on this what do you call that, on this shaman walk, shamanistic walk. I don't know if that's a proper word, but it's willing to turn your back on what you've already established, on what you've already created, willing to literally turn your back, to let the sunset go, so you can go in search of your ninth cup, in search of your wish fulfillment, okay? That's the eight of cups here, going for that emotional fulfillment. And here we have that 9 of, I'm sorry, I say 9, but it's the 8 of swords. And again, this time, if you've been stuck and you felt like you couldn't let go, you couldn't go towards that wish fulfillment, you couldn't just walk away, because just being content, holding on to that little thing that you have, because that's all you've known. If you've been feeling stuck, you're gonna get released from that energy. And we already knew that with that chariot there. You're gonna get released from that energy, because on that 8 of swords, you're no longer by yourself, okay? Even if you're not willing to move yourself, to wiggle yourself out of that constraint, out of this thing that's keeping you bound, look, you have help. Someone is coming to help you. So for a lot of you Aries, that movement that's gonna happen is gonna be inspired. You're gonna have help in order for it for you to do it. Okay? That departure, that travel, that move, okay, that letting go that you're about to do, it's someone's gonna come to help you. It's gonna remove you from that feeling of constraint, whatever it is that's been making you feel like I'm stuck, I'm constrained. Look at here, he has his swords. He's gonna use one of those swords and he's gonna cut the cord to release you, so you can go, so you can go, so you can leave that feeling of stagnancy, so you can move, you can get on that chariot and move. Okay, and it's going to be very fruitful. Okay, and you've been manifesting this, you've been praying for this, you've been wishing for this, you just want to get out of that feeling. Look at this again. When I pulled that, it's the five of cups that's underneath, and it feels so heavy that literally I had to go like this to see if there's another card for it. When I lifted, it feels so heavy and so thick. Like even the card itself feels heavy, that five of cups. Like your disappointment, your emotional sadness is heavy, Aries, you're carrying around. And believe me, you are too, us as Aries, we have that youthful energy. We are too joyful. We have so much passion. We have too many blessings in our life. The way God created us, it's too much for us to be sitting here in that feeling of lack and poverty. No. God is not going to allow it. Spirit is not going to allow it. Okay? And let's all say thank you for whoever it is, that person who's going to come and help us. Even if, oh my goodness, before I could even, like, just one, it's not even a full shuffle. Here comes your woman's angel card. But what the sentence I was about to finish, let's say thank you to whoever it is that's going to come and help us out. Okay, to release us from that feeling of constraint or feeling stuck, so we can get on that chariot and move. So let's say thank you to that. Let's be grateful for the signs. So the signs might be someone coming towards you, Aries, that's gonna nudge you to, okay, it's time to go, let's go. I think over there would be better for you. I think you'll find better opportunity over there. I know someone who's hiring. Maybe that's your chance to go. I saw that place. It will be, oh my gosh, when I saw that place, I saw you living there, Aries. This is for you. Like, you know, there's gonna be help coming here. There's a little bit of help, and perhaps for some of you, that's the soulmate. That's gonna be that's gonna give you that little nudge. Okay, for some of you Aries, because as I was saying it in mid-sentence, before I could even shuffle, that card came out. I really want it to come out. That's why I didn't put it back. Soulmate, it's supposed to be there. Yes, this is your soulmate. Someone is gonna come in and help you out here. And at the bottom of the deck, we had passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Allow your heart and it wasn't that what I was just saying before. We are too passionate. We are too happy and too youthful and too, like, we have so many blessings for us to be in that feeling. No, we're gonna step out of this Aries, all of us together. Like, we're gonna commit ourselves to not allow ourselves to be overtaken by anxiety and stress and all this negative thinking, so we can move away from something, whatever situation, environment, people that are no longer serving us, so we can step into something that is gonna bring us greater reward, closer to ourselves, more abundance, okay, and joy and love. I thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment if you feel like it. I'm still new, trying to build this little community here, and in love, really. That's what Lanmou means. The name of the channel, it means love. So please keep coming back. Come back next week for the next set of reading. And as always, remember, Aries, love is the only answer. Keep coming back. Thank you. Enjoy, and don't worry about letting go. Let go. It's time to go. We gotta go. Okay. We're gonna step into that chariot and gallop on to our beautiful new beginning. Bye, guys.